to Chestnut Hill, Massachusetts, home of the Boston College Eagles, as we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Noles will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So Boston College's offense will go to work first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Guys, let's talk about Boston College for a minute. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range if people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you, right? Like a lot of times because their teams are doing well or competing with you.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Seminoles. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Golden Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Let's take an overall view of Boston College. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a
pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The quick out. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. Easy call. check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia Southern looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Leaves it with the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Applewhite. Fires to the right. The short hands. It's Watson. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got him downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. The screen, he can go. Oh, he's got some space. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Seminoles are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Field goal is good. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
This drive will open from the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got an open man. Lots of running room. Inside the 30. He's at the... and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boston College.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Look out, he's got room. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
I'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? To throw, it's Applewhite. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Wants to fire on second down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time, they couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The give to the lone running back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. BC back to work after picking up the first down. To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line. Is
going for the goal line. Touchdown, Boston College! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. That's caught. It's Smith. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Finding an escape route. Past the 45. There he goes. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. The Seminoles, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Man, that's how you finish plays. That is absolutely beautiful by this defense. Way to play physical, not give up those extra yards to give up that first down.
To the air, it's Applewhite. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Noles.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner.
Oh, and they blocked it. He's got a chance to take this one back. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it down the right side. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Quarterback adapted. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking to the big tight end. Snags it. Touchdown, Florida State. Buckle up, boys. I think more scores are coming. Extra point here will give them the lead. The The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Finds the big tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Line gets set, first down. They'll give it to the back. Breaks the tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman. You're second and third and long because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss. Because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been taking in some scene there today in Chestnut Hill. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. He'll do it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on! He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Seminoles just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Back to pass, it's Applewhite. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Get it out on the screen. On the move at the 30. There he goes. Once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call to throw in the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Oh, they're after him! And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Bolden. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He gets the job done. Picking up the first down, then getting down. Boston College coming to the line after moving the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Leaves it with the running back. Shows him the stiff arm. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. This Boston College offense has it working. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Jones. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Golden Eagles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boston College will try to get it in on a 1st and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Eagles. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Oh, it makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Boston College, 29.
On the move from inside his 5. And he loses the football on the return. And this fumble bounces out of bounds. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Throws for the tight end. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Give to the running back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
He's going for the big play. It's caught along the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. Would have had the first down if he could have stayed in the field of play. And the Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. And if they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards.
Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, he's still on his feet.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Golden Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Boston College. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Applewhite. Snagged out of the air. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. Crosses the 45. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Defense looks as if it's coming. Looking for room. It's Watson. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Under fire. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the end zone. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
You got to be so careful, too, David, because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They've got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage, too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
The Golden Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Oh, he's got some space. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Golden Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Run it with the fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. The give to the fullback. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
One thing you know with this guy at fullback, he's not going to fumble the football. And I think that's why they're handing it off to him in the 4th quarter with the lead.
Big fullback's got it. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. Fourth down, and a field goal's not going to help much. They'll try to keep the drive alive by converting here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. To the air, it's Applewhite. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. To the air on second down. Working that left side now. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Here's a throw downfield late. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big...
Makes the grab, ready for the first down. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
These crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. Go get me a few first downs. This one's over.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Bolden. They're able to make the stop, but a little extra icing on this winning cake in this one. After not really